Today's Yin class is a sequence for renewal, for very gently restoring and renewing your energy from the inside out. I'll speak more about the energetics and the theme of this class as we move through the practice today. But before we get started, the only prop that you need for this class is a yoga bolster if you have one. And if you don't have one, you can grab 1 or 2 pillows from your bed or maybe a couch cushion from your couch. So whatever you have accessible at home, just grab that. And there's a playlist for this class if you'd like to put some music on in the background. There's a Spotify link in the description bar that is really well suited for this class. So get what you need, get yourself really comfortable, maybe dim your lights, maybe light an incense or a candle, and when you're ready, I'll meet you back here. All right, let's get started. We're going to begin in our first posture. So for this, you're going to take your prop and just place it behind you. So you're going to sit right in front of your prop and then just gently begin to lie back down onto your prop, feeling really supported here. With your legs, you can have your knees bent and your feet flat on the earth. You can extend your legs out long, or maybe bringing the soles of your feet together into a butterfly. So find your version, your variation of this pose, and then close your eyes. Take a nice, long, deep inhale in through the nose, filling up your belly, filling up your chest, and through the mouth, exhale, let everything go. Again, deep inhale through the nose, filling up the belly, filling up the chest. Big sigh, let everything relax. Feeling your body getting heavier and heavier. Allowing your shoulders to melt towards the earth. This posture invites a gentle opening along the chest. And bringing your awareness to your breath. Letting your breath be natural and fluid. Feeling yourself releasing any heaviness from your day. Letting go of whatever might have led you to this moment. And letting go of any expectations of what's to come. Your eyes are closed if they're not already. Just breathe. Our practice today is focusing on the theme of renewal. And renewal doesn't come from forcing a new beginning. It doesn't come from forcing ourselves to feel refreshed. But actually, renewal often comes from releasing first, from releasing what's complete in our lives, releasing the energies that feel heavy, releasing the thought patterns that don't serve us. And it's often through that release, through that letting go, that we make space for what's next. And in that space is really where our energy feels lighter, where we feel like we have more capacity, more energetic space, mental space, physical space to welcome in a new energy or a new beginning. So this practice is not about forcing yourself to quote unquote feel better or to feel renewed or refreshed, but actually, especially the beginning of this sequence is very much about creating space to let go. And so our sequence today is going to begin, as it is now, in very gentle postures. We're beginning our sequence focusing on the lungs meridian. And in traditional Chinese medicine, the lungs are related to letting go. They're the energetic center that really works with grief and also beauty and new beginnings. So as we begin our sequence today, and as you rest in this pose right now, really allow your breath to fill up your lungs and allow your exhales to really fully empty out. And so we'll be here for about another minute. And as you rest in this pose, perhaps just feeling into what feels heavy in your life, or in your body, or in your mind. And there's no need to analyze it or go into the whys or the hows. Just acknowledging, just noticing. And maybe setting an intention to release that heaviness through your practice today. Take another deep inhale in through the nose. Exhale, release it completely. Beautiful. Bending your knees if they're not already bent, planting your feet on the earth, and just coming up just a little bit, just enough to move your prop out of the way. Keep it close by, but we won't need it for this next sequence. And then coming to lie back down, all the way down to the earth. Legs are extended out long. From here, sliding your right leg towards the right side of your mat. Sliding your left leg to meet your right. And maybe hooking that left ankle on top of the right. With your upper body, your hands are going to extend over your head. And then gently lifting your upper body, your shoulders off the mat, and moving them towards the right side of the mat. You can grab hold of your elbows, or maybe just grabbing hold of your wrists. But you should be feeling a gentle curve along the left side of your body. Banana asana. Close your eyes here And take a few deep breaths into your left side body. Really imagine that you're filling up your lungs with your breath. And with every exhale, releasing even deeper. Keep going. This posture, we're really creating space. Creating space in our side body, creating space in our lungs. Allowing our breath to purify and cleanse and help us release the stagnancy or energies that have run their course, that we no longer need. And as you breathe here with your eyes closed, allow the rest of your body to be relaxed. No tension, no tightness. Cultivating a sense of peace. I love the teachings from TCM about the lung meridian and how it invites us to consider that when we're feeling sadness in our lives or grief, oftentimes the opposing energy to grief and sadness is beauty. And so sometimes when we're really caught in that grief and that sadness, when we're on that side of the spectrum, we kind of disconnect from our ability to perceive and appreciate the beauty that surrounds us. And of course, this creates a lot of heaviness in the body as well. And so as you breathe here for about another minute on this side, I invite you to perhaps contemplate gently what are the moments of beauty that are in your life right now. Maybe it's some sweet cuddles with your pet or your children. Maybe it's just feeling the sun on your skin, or picking some flowers or noticing some beautiful flowers on your walk. Just gently invoking the energy of beauty into your mind, into your body, as you breathe deep into your lungs. Three more breaths. Beautiful. When you're ready, gently lifting your shoulders a bit off the mat, coming back to center. Left leg comes to the center of your mat, and the right leg comes to meet the left. Take a moment here And we'll move to the other side. Left leg slides towards the left side of your mat. Right leg slides towards the left. Maybe hooking that right ankle on top of the left. Hands come above the head, gently lifting your shoulders and shifting your upper body towards the left. Feeling a nice stretch along the right side body this time. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale, let it go. And as you continue to breathe deep into the right side body, perhaps also continuing to marinate on beauty. The simple beauties, the simple joys that filter through your everyday life. Maybe the moments that you tend to overlook that are so easy to miss, but when you slow down and reflect, it's actually so incredibly precious. About another minute left here. Staying with it. Take a deep inhale in through the nose. Exhale out completely, let everything go. Beautiful. Gently lifting your shoulders, bringing your upper body back to center. Right leg slides to the center of your mat. Left leg slides to the center. Arms come down to either side. Take a moment here. Beautiful. From here, grabbing hold of your prop, bringing your prop close to your body. We're bending the feet again, bending the knees rather, feet planted firmly on the earth. Embrace your core just enough to lift your hips and to slide your prop underneath your sacrum. That's that triangular bony part below your lower back. From here, we're lifting the left leg up to the sky, lifting the right leg up to meet the left. So supported legs up the wall. If you'd rather actually go towards the wall and do legs up the wall, that's beautiful, but you can also stay here in this supported variation. Close your eyes here. We're not going to be here too long, but this pose is so beautiful for circulating your blood flow, inviting a different, fresh perspective into our lives. A very gentle inversion. So many benefits to this pose. But in our sequence today, this pose is acting like a bit of a bridge. We're moving out of the lungs. We're moving out of the postures that really help to support us in release and letting go. And we're moving into the renewal portion of this sequence. So just embrace the next few breaths in this pose, inviting in fresh perspectives, circulation, recovery. Keep breathing. And we'll stay here for 5 more breaths. Beautiful. Bringing the left foot down onto the earth. Bringing the right foot down. My cat is hanging out. We're going to embrace the core, lift the hips, slide your prop out of the way, return your hips back to the earth. Take a breath. And when you're ready, coming onto either side, pushing into the palm of your hand and coming to sit all the way back up. Hi, Brady. All right. So from here, the left leg is going to come parallel to the front, to the short edge of your mat. And your right leg, if possible, is stacking either on top of the left or maybe coming in front of your left. Another version of this is you can take your prop and rest your right foot, your right leg on top of the prop. So this doesn't need to be perfect at all. It doesn't need to be two parallel lines, but that's the general shape that we're aiming towards. And this is going to look different in every body. If this pose just absolutely does not work for you, you can come back onto your back and thread the needle, right? That's the figure 4 shape. You can just thread the needle or maybe take pigeon pose. Otherwise, we're going to work with square pose today. So I quite actually like having the prop, my right foot elevated on the prop. So I'm going to take this version, but you can take whatever variation you'd like. And then from here, we're just beginning to lean forward any amount at all. And you'll feel this straight away. This is a pretty deep hip opener. So as we come deeper into this sequence, we're really beginning to invite in more energy, fresh energy, renewal energy into our system. And the meridian that we're working with now is the kidney meridian. And in TCM, the kidney meridian is all about vitality. It's about deep restoration. And on the opposing energy is also fear. So if we're feeling a lot of fear in our lives, a lot of anxiety or worry, this can relate to the kidney meridian. And of course, like I just said, the opposing energy of that is vitality. It's restoration. It's that feeling of juiciness in your life. And that's what we're cultivating here as we work deep with the hips. So close your eyes if they're not already and focus on your breath, sending your breath to any areas of tightness along that right hip. Letting everything else be soft. Of course, if at any point you feel pain, then please back off. That's a signal from your body. And try a different variation like pigeon or thread the needle. Or just rest. And the more that we stay in this pose, opening up space in our hips, imagine that you're through that space creating an opening for vitality and renewal in your life, in your energy. Last few breaths. Is your body asking you to go any deeper or maybe to back off? Beautiful. Slowly rising all the way back up. Extend your legs out long. Just enjoy a rebound. Maybe moving your legs from left to right a few times. And then we'll switch sides. So this time the right leg is closer to the body, parallel-ish to the short side of your mat. And then the left leg goes either on top or in front, maybe on your bolster, maybe on the earth. It can be different on this side as well. And when you're ready, leaning forward any amount, it might literally be a micro movement. Oh wow, for me this side feels much more intense. And it's very normal for the body to feel different on either side. So really honor what you need right now. And once you've found your edge, just close your eyes. Focus on your breath. Last few breaths. When you're ready, beginning to rise back up, extending your legs out long. You can move your prop out of the way. Maybe windshield wiping your feet, your legs back and forth a few breaths. Then from here, we're going to come to hands and knees. I apologize in advance as this next pose is quite intense, but I promise we won't be here too long. So you're going to curl your toes and reach behind, grab hold of your pinky toes on either side and make sure that pull them forward so that you're kind of resting on all 10 toes. So you can stay here, leaning forward on your hands. This will alleviate a lot of the pressure and weight off your toes. But for the full expression of this pose, we're going to sit back on our heels. This is a toe squat. Close your eyes. I'm keeping track of the time. We're only here for about a minute. Find your breath. This pose is so medicinal, so restorative for the entire body. We stand all day on our feet. We put so much pressure on our feet. They carry us through this world. And with this pose, we're really opening up all the meridian points along our feet, which really creates a sense of vitality through the entire body. If you ever need to come forward, it's all good. You can totally do that. Otherwise, we're just here for about 20 more seconds. Find your breath. Let your belly be relaxed. You've got this. Beautiful. Coming forward onto your hands, uncurling your toes, maybe tapping the tops of your feet onto your mat, feeling that rebound. And then we're going to come back sitting on your sit bones and bringing your legs out to either side of your mat, coming into a straddle. So if you're feeling like you're a bit unsupported here, I invite you to sit on top of your bolster or your pillow, whatever prop you have. That will elevate your hips and make this a little bit easier to hinge forward. Otherwise, you're just beginning to melt forward any amount. Doesn't have to be much. Close your eyes. Straddle is really such a beautiful, restorative pose. It works on the kidney meridian. That is kind of the foundation point for health and vitality. And this is a pose that, honestly, if you only have 5 minutes a day to just put on a timer and come into this pose, I would say this pose or legs up the wall, it is so medicinal. Such a balm for the entire body. Letting your belly be soft. And just sending your breath to any areas of tightness. You might notice that as you hold these poses for time, that your body perhaps starts to crave going a little bit deeper. And that's not going to be the case for everyone in every pose. Maybe your body's asking you to back off. The important thing is just to listen. Notice if you're feeling a bit more capacity the deeper you hold the pose. Or maybe you're feeling tension and you need to release a little bit, let go a little bit. Just under a minute to go. Feel this pose as inviting in expansion, energy. Beautiful. When you're ready, slowly rising all the way back up, grabbing hold of one leg, bringing it to center, grabbing hold of the other, and just crossing your legs or finding a comfortable seated position. And we're going to close out this practice with a couple rounds of left nostril breath. So with your left hand, bringing your thumb and index finger together into Gyan Mudra, you can rest this hand on your lap. With your right hand, your thumb is going to come to the outside of your right nostril, gently pressing your right nostril closed, closing your eyes, breathing slow and deep through the left nostril. Inhaling nice and slow. And on your exhales, exhaling through that left nostril. So we're taking just a few more rounds of breath, about a minute or so here. Breathing through the left side. This breath pattern invites in receptivity, surrender, peace. It's so soothing for the nervous system, and in our practice today, it's serving as a point of integration and balance. Keep going. After your next exhale, gently releasing the right hand down to your lap, keeping your eyes closed. Just take a moment here to let your practice rest and integrate into the body, noticing how you feel, noticing any subtle shifts in your energy. And when you're ready, blinking your eyes open. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice today. I really hope it served you, that you're feeling maybe a gentle shift in your energy or a little bit of renewal in however you might have been feeling before. If you enjoyed this practice, please let me know by liking this video or commenting. Subscribe if you haven't already. This just really supports the channel and helps these videos reach more people, and also indicates to me to keep going and to keep sharing more videos. So these classes are part of a new series on my channel. Every Sunday for the next few months, there will be a new yin practice on my channel. And I think you'll notice, if you already aren't familiar with yin, if it's not a part of your life, even incorporating these practices, one practice a week, more if you can, it is so medicinal, transformational. It is such a balm for the body, mind, and spirit, especially in our world today that is moving so fast. I think practices that bring us back to the body are truly the medicine that we all need more of. So I hope that you got what you needed today in this practice, and I hope to see you again next week. Bye.